What's up, guys? So it's Techtober, like I told you guys, and gracefully, Ghana is also October is Cybersecurity Month for Ghana, right? So I think it's imperative that we learn. Okay, like I've been doing all the time. I'm just trying to get us to learn and stay safe as much as possible on the internet. I said in 2020, I declared it as my year of security. So you realize most of the videos I share with you guys is on security, right? So today, I'm excited to have this man with me here. He would tell you about himself, and then we'll start getting into the conversation. But basically, we want to learn about cybersecurity and how the average Ghanaian can stay safe on the internet in this era where there's everything happening on the internet. All right. So, Adams, nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Right. So, right. So, you tell us a little bit about yourself again, and then.
Alright, so my name is Terence Addey Adams. I'm a cybercrime investigator as well as a digital forensic examiner. So basically, what that means is just as conventional crimes where we have investigators, with cybercrime, we have investigators who, I should say, are versed in technological trends, then investigate cases or crimes that are committed with the aid of computers, phones, and then basically crimes that are committed in the cyberspace. So that's why.
How long have you been doing this?
Okay, so basically, I've been in the police or law enforcement for the past 9 years.
Wow.
With cybercrime, I'm fairly new, just a couple of years.
But what brought you into cybercrime?
Okay, so I would say my passion, first of all. I love computers, I love technology. Yeah, I want to learn something new. And you see with cybercrime or technology and digital trends, every day something new is coming up. So it's more of a challenge to me. And getting those quote-unquote Sakaba boys, chasing them is fun. And doing all the cool tricks and what we see on CSI, Miami,
right,
and all those things, cool. So I think every child or every young person wants to do something like this.
Right. Okay. So let's jump into it real quick. How safe is Ghana's cyberspace?
That question is very huge. To be sincere, I'm too small to talk about that. I think that question should be posted to my big bosses. But to be fair, to look at it from my angle, from my own point of view, I think we are not safe. We are not safe based on the fact that even with the minute way of getting information or committing cyber crimes, we even fall prey to a lot of, we even fall victim to a lot of those things. I tell my friends, I don't think that we have any black hat hacker or people who sit behind their computers and type scripts, type codes to hack into people's computers and stuff. Fortunately, we don't have those kind of people here in Ghana, or we don't have those kind of attacks. Most of our attacks are through what I call in the cybersecurity world we call social engineering. Okay, so basically it's not about you typing some scripts or being so vast in computer, MIT kind of knowledge and things. It's just basically using your head, using your brain. Using brain. More of tricking people into giving out some vital information, and then they get to victimize or get information from us and then become victims. So basically, looking at it holistically, we are not safe. We are not safe as a country. In our financial industry, musical, every aspect, we are just not safe because we play a lot. So,
but the average Ghanaian is not cyber conscious, or not even not cyber security conscious. That's what I should say, because I have had conversations with a lot of people, and as for them, all they know is they're on Facebook. They know that when they pick their phone and they flip the screen, when they swipe, the screen opens. I want to go to Facebook, I open. I want to go to WhatsApp, I open.
And when to be sincere, that's even where the whole thing begins from. They don't really need you to even have the whole thing. And it's really funny why, because every year in October, the whole month is set aside to create some form of awareness. Okay, and we talk. Industry players talk. We engage with the telcos, the MTNs, what have you. We engage with them. We talk almost every year at Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Center.
Yeah.
We have conferences on TVs. We talk. Okay, and the telcos go out of their way to tell you, okay, this and these numbers can only call you. Okay, and tell you they are calling from our company for you to pick, or these are the only numbers that can call you from our company.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody calls you from, but still at the end of the day, at my office, we have almost every single day, we have tons of people dropping in, and the same thing we keep talking about, the same thing they use.
Happening.
Yes. When we make mention of Facebook, people just flip on Facebook. Every single person, including my mother, wants to be on Facebook. Okay, every single person wants to be on Facebook. But one thing about technology is, whilst you are looking at the excitement and then how easy it makes work, it makes communication, it brings families together, don't forget the security aspect of it. Okay, just the same way it makes work easier for you, it makes communication to your family easier. So it does with the criminals, it makes their work easier as well. Okay, so trust me, pickpockets right now, he has advanced to picking information from your social media handle, which he uses those minute information to get bigger information from your banks, which then translates into getting your money. And then we say information is like the new age gold. Easy. So holistically, Ghanaians, we are just not so enthused when it has to do with cybersecurity. And I think we should start looking at it with not just it being fun, it's just being anything. Because companies, corporate institutions now invest a lot of money in social media. So if you as an individual, you look at your social media as this one, I'm just playing with this, I'm just connecting with something, and then that's just how you look at it. At the end of the day, it will come back to bite you.
Don't you think it's because cybersecurity looks like it has this mystique cloak covering you? I don't know if you think same. Because the average Ghanaian is not very tech savvy. You know, and I keep telling my friends, tech is a very hard sell.
Kwame, I beg to differ when you say we are not very well tech savvy or something. Trust me, even our kids, my small girl can flip around almost everything on my phone and can bring out almost anything. And then that's how we are. Like everybody. The whole thing is we don't take the security aspect so serious. Someone opens Facebook accounts, like I know someone who has about multiple Facebook accounts. Almost every day getting a new account. As soon as he forgets the password or can't, this person misses logging in and signing up to be the same thing. So every time he's getting another account. You see, we just look at it like, oh, it's free. Oh, I just get some data, once a data bundle. Okay, I can get another Facebook account. It's so. I don't want to sound so offensive, but so we look at it being so cheap, we can easily get it. So when it comes to being savvy, I beg to differ. We are
because
very,
we don't know the
savvy.
consequences of it.
Exactly, that is the point. We don't know the consequences of you just having that social media on your phone. We don't know the extent at which information you lose on social media or anything can come back to.
So is it that we don't care, or we are not being taught well enough?
As for we not being taught well enough, okay. Until recently, social media wasn't more of like a subject that was taught. Okay, we all learned by playing around with it.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, just how you learn to play around with it, with your learning how to keep some password and all, and playing around your wall timeline, people's knowing, okay, when this pop-up comes on my Facebook page, that means my friend is having the birthday. I have to go to his page and wish him well, and then you should also be considerate and also know that, okay, this password, okay, or this secret pin I'm inserting it should be for me. It should be something that me alone should have. Okay, it shouldn't be like or anything. So someone told me, oh, but who cares? Who cares? Who cares about
I get that
me having my Facebook? I said, oh, nobody will happen to my account. They don't care. Yeah, they care. Because really, it's not about what you have on your page, on your Facebook page that they care about. It's because they will get further information about you from your Facebook page, which then will translate to your bank. Okay, Kwame, as we sit right now, if not because of the relationship you and I have, I might not have your number. But then if I go on your social media and then everywhere on social media you are posting your numbers and stuff, okay, I get to know about your age from Facebook where it's publicly available. I get to have your number. I get to have your full name. Okay, Kwame, tell me I can call your bank and do online banking. Okay, the only thing they ask me, which branch did you open this account? The next question they will ask me, your full name on the account. The next question they will ask me is the account number. Basic questions I can get from you. Okay, so if I were to go on your social media page, get half of those information, okay, then maybe interview you personally, get the other half, or even talk to a friend of yours, get the other half. Kwame, tell me I can get all the small savings you've made in your bank. so it's not basically about your social media and somebody defacing it. When I say deface, that means somebody posting on your page as you. Or posting using your Facebook to post. It's not, nobody cares about you in that instance. You're not celebrating, nobody cares. But then you have enough information there that this person might use, okay, to get further information. Then to get the main target, which is your account or something else.
A colleague of mine got his Facebook account, so it was sort of hacked. But what they did was they changed all his login information. So when he went to a cafe, signed into Facebook in the cafe, when he finished, he forgot to sign out. So however they got his details is up to him. But what they did was they changed his primary email address he used to set up Facebook, and they changed the phone number that he used to set it up. So now, if he tries, and they changed the password to the account.
So basically, they've taken
over your account.
You can do nothing.
And the guy now messaged me and was asking me, what can he do to get his account back? And I said, bro, you lost the account.
Basically, you've just lost the account. The next thing, maybe Facebook will try to, if this person has not unfriended most of your people, this person's friends, okay, what Facebook can do is for you to verify your friends. So that means he can get in contact with you. Okay, Facebook will send some short code to you. Okay, for him to personally get or physically get from you, or by phone call get from you, and then insert it. Then he can. And Charlie, even that one, it's not just a friend. I think about 7 or so number of friends, and they all must give you that individual codes that were sent to them.
Before you can be able to
and there's a time limit. There's a time limit. So trust me, if Kwame, by the time he sends to you, Kwame, you are doing something else, you weren't able to get back in touch, and then Kweku is also doing something else, weren't able, you see. So at the end of the day, it's meanwhile, the basic cybersecurity ethics that could have just been put in place was to go on a public use computer. After signing using the computer, log out. I think it's so generic, it's so basic. There's a reason why the log out button is there. Log out, just log out and leave. And Kwame, this reminds me, which a lot of us do. Okay, we log on your own personal computer, right? And then you want your browser to remember your passwords.
So you save your password in the browser.
You just tap that simple button, save, remember me or something.
Yeah.
And because we are excuse me, too lazy to try to keep this thing and then log in later on. Basically, there've been a lot of instances of as soon as you even go on another browser, a cafe, okay, and you log in, for instance, a Google account, okay, you've already signed in on your own computer as remember password. Okay, when you're signing in, remember password, all the accounts, your bank, internet banking, you remember the password on your computer. As soon as you go to a cafe, okay, and you use your Gmail account. Remember Gmail, they have this all run one account where you can log as soon as you insert your mail, your YouTube,
favorites,
everything. It's personalized for you. So imagine you go to a cafe and then you log into your Gmail. Okay. The browser automatically assumes this is Kwame. Okay. So the whole browser, everything personalizes to you. Okay. You forget to log out. Because to you, you were only watching YouTube. Okay, you forgot to log out. So from that browser, I can practically access everything you've asked your browser in your room to remember the password to. I can access everything. Because the computer takes it, Google takes it as, Kwame has just logged into this computer. Okay, so basically every information you've logged on your computer, you've asked your computer to remember the password to. Okay, this new browser recognizes you as you, Kwame, logging into this place, and then remembers everything, brings out all the password. I go to your password browser settings, I will see the passwords there. First of all, they will asterisk them. Then you see the I button there. Press it, you see you show everything. So we just have to be careful. So, sometimes I take it like we are so. We play with this basic thing, and we are not so serious about keeping them. We see internet and cyberspace as being safe. You look at it and then, it's my phone. I have it. And nobody will come until someone takes my phone away. I'm safe. No, your phone can still be with you. Okay, as soon as you log in on that your Google account on another computer and forget to log out, or you intentionally leave it without logging out, or the personal information about you on this phone, you transfer on that computer. Right. You have a copy of it on that computer. So you just have to be serious with some of these things.
I think there are about four things I want us to talk about. But the first one is mobile money fraud. It's become very rampant. At a point, I thought we were learning from it, but it looks like they are also devising new ways of getting money from people. How do I keep my mobile money account safe?
With mobile money, I think Ghana were one of the first, if not the first country to implement mobile money service. Okay.
I think Kenya also have M-Pesa.
Yeah, they have M-Pesa. Okay. I think we're one of the first countries in Africa to have mobile money.
Right.
I think our bosses and then the big men talk there when they were implementing or they were having this whole mobile money plan and things. They really looked at the convenience aspect of it without necessarily the security aspect of it.
I mean, it's the money. When the Benjamins will be coming
in. The easiest thing you can do is dial some short code.
Yeah.
And then you have monies transferred from here to here. Okay, that was when you had to go fill some form for you to have monies transferred.
Exactly.
And sometimes it won't take days.
And
sometimes
before it will reflect in the account.
Before it will reflect in the account. So when mobile money came, and then Charlie, you didn't even need a smartphone.
Exactly.
They didn't need a smartphone, so it went into the rural areas and then urban. It bridged the gap between sending money from the urban area to the rural area, from the rural area to the urban, and then rural to rural and all that. So our big men really looked at the money aspect, the convenience aspect, without looking at the security aspect. Of course, if they were really to look at the security aspect, there wouldn't be a situation whereby mobile money registration or SIM card registration, people still have already registered SIM card in the system. Okay, we have situations whereby the names on mobile money accounts
belong to different people.
belong to different people. You have a situation by the name on the SIM card, registration on the SIM card, and then the registration on the mobile money are two different names. So Kwame, trust me, as an investigator, a case like this comes, and trust me, it comes almost every day. Most of my cases are mobile money fraud cases. It comes in, and then you quickly go get your court orders, do your normal processes, go to the telcos to get information. And then it comes, and then trust me, the ID card used to register these people are already from the basic information can even get from that suspect is even false.
Wow.
To start with, is false. So you are starting from minus zero already. So where are you starting from? Where are you going to? And then a situation by our street naming system, until recently where the Ghana Post thing came.
Yeah.
And actually came after this mobile money thing has been implemented. Yeah. So it's currently not even in the system.
Yeah.
You don't even have a pinpoint location where this person is staying or this person called you from. The highest you can get is maybe the cell tower, which is about some radius 100 to some 200 meters radius. You are coming to the headquarters right now. If I'm to tell you, I'm at the headquarters, come. Even if there are 4 people here, Kwame, are you sure you can easily get me?
Of course not.
then imagine on a Monday, if you can easily get me. So if they are to give me, this person is staying in Nkoko, for instance, and then that's all the information you've given me. Don't forget the ID card on it, where maybe the picture there is even false. So how do I get this person? I go to Nkoko and I start looking for the picture there is false. So these are some of the basic investigation challenges we have. Then it brings to mind where I will say we have to protect ourselves. How then do we protect ourselves? Back to your question.
Right.
Somebody calls you, and then tell you, I'm calling from MTN. Then basically you look at this number. This number is a 023 number. Automatically, this thing tells you this person can call from MTN. 023 is a glow number.
Exactly.
But you answer and then you confidently put and then you entertain this person. And then talk. I remember last year the hits on that. Last month was MTN, their Momo awareness anniversary thing. They talked about it. Still, this thing goes, and then you get victims from them. So some of the things I would recommend we do is, aside you having your PIN in your head. Someone told me, I didn't tell anybody my PIN. I have not told anybody my PIN. Meanwhile, this person called you and said, go to *170. After taking you to the process, it was left with where you enter your PIN. He said, don't tell me your PIN. You insert it. This person felt, I didn't tell him. I inserted it myself. What's the difference? After inserting it, the next thing, ping, 5,000. Gone
from your account.
And then he came to the office, he came to the police to tell me, I didn't tell anybody my list. You didn't tell. This person didn't say you should tell him. He said you insert it, and then you did. There are various ways of instigating or requesting for payment, for instance, on money. This person, I just need your phone number. I request for payment. All you need to do is to insert your PIN. Payment will be made to an account you are not even aware of. So when we talk about, I think more of the emphasis has been, don't reveal your PIN to somebody, don't tell somebody your PIN. I think it should be more, or we should add the fact that don't insert your PIN when you know you are not making any payments, or you are not accessing any service from MTN or something. Because you insert this, you didn't tell this person orally or verbally, but you've inserted it, and then that's all this person needs. The money goes. You see. And then one more thing with the Momo thing. Someone said, when they called me on the phone, they told me the exact amount I have in my account. It's only MTN people that knows my account. They know the amount I have in my account. I was like, yesterday, did you try to withdraw some money? So yes, I went to a merchant, I wanted to withdraw money, but I said the money I wanted to withdraw, he can't withdraw the amount from me. It's okay. So what did you do? Did you go to another place? So yes, I went to another place. Oh, I went to about 4 places. They all were like they can't, the amounts of money I needed, they can't. Someone were you going to withdraw? Said 3,000. So how much was in your account? Said 3,000 and coins. But I wanted to withdraw the 3,000. I wanted to use it to buy something, so I needed the whole money. So okay. So when you went to the merchant, did you make any mention of I want to withdraw 3,000? Did you make, just like we are talking, did you? This person went to the merchant, okay, and oh, I want to withdraw 3,000. It's like, oh, can I give you minimum 500? Now pay 500 and go and withdraw the 500 for the answer. No, I want all the 3,000 once. That was what I'm just guessing. Assuming. Okay. Automatically, you've not told this person the amount you have in your account. Have you told the person?
Nope. But they have heard.
Somebody is standing there. Somebody is standing there.
You didn't tell me. I heard.
Okay. And then usually this person will maybe start writing your number or something before you know. Okay. Oh, this amount I can't take it. I can't withdraw from you. Or imagine somebody who maybe wants you even before. Just ask you. After getting all this information, I can't get this money for you. Already he has your phone number. He has the amount, the exact amount you have on this thing. With your phone number, if I try, I instigate what do you call it? Mobile money transfer
a request.
I will get your name. The name you've registered on.
Yes.
So first of all, I have your phone number. Second, I have the amount on your phone or on the Momo. Third, I have your phone name. If I call you with any number, won't I convince you I'm calling from MTN? This person was so bent on, it's only MTN that knows the amount I have on my phone. It's only MTN that knows my name on my Momo. I was like, seriously? But you go to any merchant and freely give out that information. So you see, most of that was what I started with. Most of the fraud or cybercrime we've encountered so far as social engineering. What we ourselves we give freely. Trust me, nobody is sitting somewhere writing scripts to hack Ghanaians. We talk too much. We talk too much. So at the end of the day, we give out a whole lot of information, which then the criminal uses to get us. So if we can minimize how we talk, especially in public, the information we give out in public, I think most of this mobile money fraud thing will reduce.
Great stuff. But you know, right now there are a lot of, so MTN they've given their API out, and there are people who are building using the API to build other apps, and I mean, now you can do Momo transactions through a different short code other than MTN short code, you know, and all. But how do I know that this code that I am dialing, I can trust that it is genuinely communicating with MTN, and that it will not take my money without my knowledge, or somebody is not sitting at the back of the computer collecting my information as I type?
Okay, so a very similar case was reported some few weeks ago. Okay, this person, you see these TV shows where you have to vote in electronic voting platforms. Okay, you know they have their own short codes. But all this short code and all those platforms, they have corporate bodies or institution who handles all those kind of thing. Okay. And God being so good, it's not just a one time dial a code and then straight forward you get your money deducted or something.
It's a process.
It's a process. Okay. So complainants complained about he waking up to see he had 900 and something deducted from his account. He knows nothing about it. That was what he was telling police. I know nothing about it. I just woke up, looked on my phone, and then 900 and something has been deducted. So I gave my phone to my young son. He went through and then noticed the money was deducted to a company, and I mentioned the company. Police officer, I was taking notes. Okay. long story short, later on, what investigation revealed was this man had his brother's daughter, the niece, in one of these talent competition. A child, a young girl. Okay. So, big uncle. Uncle voted for the son, no, the small girl, the niece.
The niece.
Voted for the niece, and then hoping niece will come with the crown. Unfortunately, that evening, they evicted
the niece. Oh, Lord.
Uncle was not happy. So uncle made a report that the phone was there, and then suddenly a man did vote. Meanwhile, you voted, and then with the mind, if I say that my investigation revealed, this voter. Before we even get to you knowing the person you voted for, it could be a coincidence getting to know the voter. Okay. When we start the process, we dial the short code. It introduces you to a platform.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. The first short code doesn't work for just that pageant.
Yeah.
It's working for other pageants. So you have the option. Okay, so and so pageant, so and so talent show, so and so. You go to one, right? You select that particular talent show you want. This is a process, right? You get to that platform, the talent platform, the category. You select where you want to go, 2 or 3 for that category.
Right.
You get to the contestants there. You look at the names. Their names are boldly written.
Yeah.
You select the name you want. After that, the next page is for the number of votes you want to buy or you want to request for your participants.
Yeah.
You select that. The next thing is it then takes you to the form of payment you want to do. Is it mobile money? Is it you want them to deduct from your credits or something? It takes you that. You go through all this process, entering your PIN, inserting your PIN was the last option. You insert your PIN. You this money is that you come to me to tell me no, I didn't do this. Okay. So these are processes. Okay. If how safe those platforms are, they are money taking or depositing, special depositing, deposit taking companies. Okay.
Right.
So they also fall under the Financial Institution Act and stuff.
Right.
But then they are regulated. Fair enough. I can say they are a bit secure. In cybersecurity, you don't say everything is secure, but at least they are a bit secure.
Yeah.
Where we have to look at is you inserting this PIN, you going through this process, and then at the end of the day, you trying to tell us that no, I didn't do this. So you see, those platforms, nobody should have that mind or thought of it's we ourselves, we are doing ourselves.
Wow.
I don't want to be too harsh. I don't want to be too harsh.
No, man. Okay, let me move on from Momo. Let's talk about SMEs and how they can protect their selves in the cyberspace. So I'm an SME. Let's say I do trading. I have an e-commerce website that I sell things online. So it's a website. When I was building the website, they told me that it has to be secure. So I bought SSL, right? Certificate for it. It's locked. Everything is on there. I know that nobody can be able to get access to my things. Now, how do I protect the funds that I am raising on my platform besides having an SSL certificate installed on my website?
Okay, so with e-commerce websites, they are not the basic blog websites or basic websites. They are more of, if any developer, web developer, they will tell you that's where you put more effort in. You put more effort in an e-commerce website. So be it a startup, as far as you are going to be dealing with financial stuff, money, and people's financial institution credentials and stuff, you have to be very, 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 very careful. Security should be up notch. You can't just joke with secret when it has to do with e-commerce sites. That brings us to how the whole thing is structured. So with an e-commerce website, first of all, you have the interface, okay, where you see the products, you see all those things. You see dropping them in the catalog, in the baskets, and all those things. Those are basic HTML or PHP scripts and JavaScript. Maybe you can see some of the products as soon as you hover or your mouse passes, it changes positioning, enlarges, and all those. Those are basic JavaScript and HTML doing their stuff. Okay. After all that, you always remember at the end, maybe dropping into your cart or going for payment, it usually transfers you to another platform. Okay, that's where the whole thing changes. So, for instance, if you decide to pay with mobile money, transfers you based on the MTN API that is implemented. It transfers you to the MTN platform where the payment is made. If it's by Visa, transfers you to the Visa platform interface where that MasterCard and the rest. With all those platforms or interfaces, they are secured. That's why Visa have invested a whole lot of money on those kind of things. Until that aspect where Visa takes over, I can confidently say, insert your PIN, insert your CVS, insert your MasterCard, whatever, you are secured. But from all those instances before you get there, that's where my problems are. Okay. With those ones, you have to be more careful. You have to convince yourself, because I don't know all the e-commerce sites, and I can't vouch for all the e-commerce sites. Okay. So I would advise you go for websites that are very well known. Okay, I don't want to mention websites and stuff, but you have to go for those ones that are very well known. If not, then if you are trying the unknown one, you are going that at your own risk. Because I can only guarantee from the Visa aspect, I can only guarantee from the Visa or the payments, the popular payment platform, their aspects. But every other thing that happens before you get to that place, I can't guarantee. Because you can even just give you a text box and then ask you to insert your details. And somebody will insert it and tell me, Terence told me, don't worry, any website, e-commerce, they are safe. I can't sit here and then vouch for anyone. Okay. Until you get to that platform where the Visa aspect or the MasterCard and then the rest take over, I can guarantee those ones. But whatever happens on that website, the movement of anything, I can guarantee. So you just have to be careful. So my boss will say, if you don't want monkey tail to touch you, don't go to a monkey dance. If you know you are not so conversant with buying online, shopping online, Charlie, do the conventional one. Go to Abubushi and buy your stuff. And then sites like Instagram, for instance, they tell you, and read their terms and conditions. They tell you Instagram wasn't made for e-commerce. So you go to Instagram and then you go and buy something there. Okay, you are doing that at your own risk.
But now they are introducing stores and things.
Exactly. Okay, so with those stores they are introducing, fine. But until recently, someone would just get an Instagram account, okay, and then places you are supposed to post pictures, they post products, okay, and then you can see until recently there wasn't any button you click to go to a cart, then you pay, and then all those things. There wasn't anything like that. So you see those things, you have to call an MTN number or some numbers down there, make some mobile money off the site. So that was why Instagram was telling you this site wasn't made for that. Now they're introducing the shop and then all those things. You see, the shop interface will be so different from what we're having. You get it? Yeah. So, and the same thing with Facebook. Facebook originally wasn't made for shopping and stuff. So when they notice, okay, now they're introducing some what they call it, add-ons and some features that will necessitate all those things. And then maybe in the future, you can even just buy with their own currency and stuff. So with the e-commerce websites, if they are not the well-known ones, the Amazons and then the big ones, okay, Charlie, you are doing that at your own risk. It's as simple as somebody called you to tell you, I have this and this, and so okay, let me send you the money so that you bring it. Just assume that's what you are doing. Because that's practically what you are doing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So then again, I'm an SME. How do I keep my data secure on my device? Because let's just say I sell goods online, and so I have a database of my customers. I have their name, I have their phone numbers, and I have their things like that. How do I ensure that this PC that I'm using is safe? Okay, I have a password on there. Does the password mean my computer is safe, or there are extra things I need to put in place to get my device to be safer than it is? That would bring me to talking about antiviruses. What do I need to trust an antivirus, or antiviruses are bigger viruses catching smaller viruses?
Okay, so I like the last part. Yeah, you really need bigger fishes catching smaller fishes. It balances the ecosystem. Okay, but seriously, cybersecurity. First of all, we have to look at the physical security aspect of it. Okay, so for the fact that you have your password on it, shouldn't still make you leave your laptop for someone to have the easiest of access to it. You get what I'm saying? Okay, for the fact that you have your data encrypted, okay, which I don't think most of us even do. You still don't have to have your phone or your laptop in an open place. First of all, we have to look at the physical security of our devices. Okay, keep them safe. Have them in the laptop bags, or have them in an enclosed. If you are not using them, Charlie, put them somewhere that will be physically safe. Okay, then going to the password. Okay, I'm trying to build up to something. Okay, there are conventions. There are ways we keep our passwords safe. Okay, we now it goes more than you having a password. It's more of a paraphrase, passphrase. Sorry, it's more of passphrase. So gone were those days where you have a word as a password. Now you have a whole phrase. Okay, combining alphabets, alphanumeric, and then symbols and all those, including spaces and stuff. It makes it very difficult for a brute force to break those kind of combinations and stuff.
Right.
So whilst looking at the physical aspect, we should look at the combinations we are using as passwords. Okay, that goes a long way. Then you said something about information on your PC. As a young entrepreneur, I will advise you, don't be too smart. Okay, you have an e-commerce website. Okay, don't be too smart. Leave it for the developers. Leave it for those people who can handle the website to handle it. I know WordPress will give you all these things. Oh, with clicks you can do this. With click you can do that. Yeah, okay. But just know, easy come, easy go. Okay, so for me, I would advise you give it to the professionals. Let them handle it, because keeping your database, okay, and keeping your data on your system, you need extra care. You need extra care. Information is a new good. Those information about customers, about where they stay, about their cards, about their telephone numbers, and then all those things that are on your computer. Somebody needs them so much. Somebody needs them so much. So I wouldn't advise you to, okay, you have those kind of database, and then you have a copy of them on your computer, and then you back up on the cloud, okay, or leave it for the professionals to do that. Let your PC be for basic documents and stuff. Okay, you are not vast in knowledge when it comes to that. Leave it for those who are in that aspect. You handle the business aspect, you manage the management aspect of it, and leave those aspects for the professionals to handle. You do that, at least the database and then your customer information and then all those things will be a bit secure. The basic one, maybe the phone number, you want to call your customer and then all those things, yeah, fine. But not those, like the whole information about your customer from your website database, and then you have it sitting on your local computer. I wouldn't advise that.
Great stuff. Then the antivirus issue.
Yeah. Thanks for the reminder. I almost forgot that. Personally, okay, I don't use antiviruses. Maybe because of the operating system I use. I don't use antiviruses. But then, I don't discourage the use of antiviruses. One thing that has to do with antiviruses, they always have to be up to date. They are not up to date, they become another thing. Because as soon as there is any internet connection, it starts roaming, trying to get updates, trying to update itself. Okay, before you know, you see something similar with your maybe you are using Advance or Norton or something.
Yeah.
You see a pop-up that shows that name. You think, oh, today I have data, I have some, so let me go and update it. You are updating different thing, installing different thing. So with the antiviruses, you have to have it updated as frequent as possible. Antiviruses are good. They help protect you.
Okay.
Yeah, they are big fishes catching smaller fishes. Yeah.
So they have their own issues.
Yeah, they have their own issues. Yeah. they do have their own issues. But that is so a bit technical. But basically, I would advise you use antivirus. Okay, but then if you are using it, make sure they are up to date.
Okay.
They are up to date. And don't go for the free antivirus. These softwares you can see. Master, I know Ghanaians, we don't want to invest. So me, I won't even go because I know I can get the genuine one.
Right.
I won't even go.
Right. That would bring me to us having this conversation about softwares and using cracked softwares and using software with patches and things.
Yes.
I mean, most of the softwares that we have in the system, the average person can't buy.
Exactly.
Right? For instance, if it's a design software like Adobe Master Suite.
Yeah, the cracked ones. Almost
Yeah.
everyone has a cracked version
Thank you.
of Adobe. You are not talking about the software. The operating system, Windows itself. We have the cracked ones. And then it's all over the internet. You can get Windows 10, the cracked one.
Exactly. But what do we do? Because we also need to work.
Yeah. So one, you don't blame what they call it, with Microsoft, because they have it. They say bring this amount. And can you say no? You want the cracked one. So me, I know I want free something. I'll go for open source. I'll go for a Linux product,
Right.
because at least for that, the source code is out there open. Everybody's contributing to it.
Yes.
So I'll go use that. Almost everything we need from the Windows operating system to basic utilities we need on our computers. We have the open source versions.
Right.
The only thing is maybe we are too used to
the Windows system.
So it comes with these challenges. You can't eat your cake and have it. If you are risking going for a crack one, just risk having a malware installed on your computer. It's as basic as that. Because the person breaking those what do you call it? It's those scripts that will make you charge or to know, okay, it has expired and all this. So the person is as equal as adding some scripts that will log your keystrokes, that will record you from your cam, that will record you from your sound. You see,
right.
This person doesn't you are not this person this thing that he wants to give you something free, wants to crack it for you free. At the end of the day, the same way you think, okay, he can give it to you free, he can give he can give the malware or virus to you freely as well.
Right. So I think the basic thing to notice, anytime you use a cracked software, know that you're also giving something of yourself away.
Definitely.
You may not know what it is, but the thing is, you are giving something of yourself away.
Exactly.
So just know that it could be anything. All right, cool. I want us to round the conversation.
Right, yeah.
But so I think about a year or two ago, the Ghana Stock Exchange website was hacked. Right. That got me a little bit worried, because if the whole stock exchange website is hacked, then how do I know that if I'm a forex trader, for instance, that my trading is secure?
Secured.
That if I do e-banking, that the bank that I banks with website is secure for me to go.
I remember you made mention of when you're talking about your e-commerce sites, you talk about SSL and stuff. Okay. And then when I was trying to explain how the platform works, I was telling you how we create an e-commerce platform is totally different from how a blog site is developed. Okay, where you are basically just putting text and multimedia. It's different from those kind of things. Okay, trust me, I wasn't the investigator with that Ghana Stock Exchange website, but I can almost certainly guarantee that something went wrong, especially with their certificates. Something must have gone wrong. If not that, some form of social engineering occurred. If not that, one thing that has to do with cybersecurity is there must be a weak point, a weak link in the whole thing is a network kind of stuff. There must be a weak link, and usually the weak link the human in this whole thing. Okay, the machines are programmed or they are made to function 1 2 1 2 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. They if I'm not doing this, I'm doing this. True or false, true or false, true or false. But human being, we don't go true or false, true or false. True, false, maybe true, maybe not true. We have a whole lot of. So I'm very certain either the security certificates got some expired and maybe they didn't want to. And then within split, somebody is so much monitoring for the slightest slip you will make. Okay, someone has a script always scrapping your website, crawling on your website, looking for that day you so much mistakenly give a slip. Okay, goes to all your personnel. Okay, so somebody wants to attack, for instance, the Ghana police. This person wouldn't even go straight to the Ghana police website to attack. First of all, go to the big men. Okay, go to their social media handle, try to scrape information from them. Okay, name design, the full name design. Okay, here's this man's full name. What is this person's favorite thing? Look at this person. This person is an old man. He wouldn't want to keep some complicated password in his head. What is his favorite something? Aside uniforms, he likes wearing white shirts. White baby. Before you know, he will come up with something for his password. Okay, gets about 100 of those words, put it in a brute force master to bring something for him. Okay, and then he can easily get access to the whole institution website or network. So with that stock exchange website, I didn't investigate, and sincerely, I don't have all the information. But then something must have gone wrong. Now with all those kind of websites, as I said with e-commerce, you do them and then you leave it for the developers. You leave it for people. You pay people. You pay developers. You pay cybersecurity engineers and experts to monitor something like that. You work hard. Okay, there will be slaves, but before those, let these people suffer. Let those quote unquote hackers, let them have tough time.
Right.
Easy.
Right.
basically, I think most of online banking and banking sites, at least those ones I've tried to go around with my little knowledge, I think they are a bit secure.
Great stuff. Great stuff. So, rounding up everything, it's Cybersecurity Month. What should the average Ghanaian know? Maybe in 3 steps or 4 steps. Tell us, how do we stay safe on the internet?
Okay, so with that, I'll break it into 2.
Okay.
For the corporate people, for those who are working with corporate institutions, okay, you have a corporate email address and then all those kind of things. You go to your office, your computer is connected to the network, your office network. I don't mean just the Wi-Fi, I mean the local network. You print from your computer to the printer and then all those things. Always verify any link you see. Okay, before you click on that link, okay, verify that link. Okay, make sure this link, where is it coming from? Okay, do your studies about it before you click on those links. That's the most basic one. Okay. Then when we there are other stuff I would have suggested for the corporate, but then I want us to look at it individually.
Okay.
I will talk about the mobile money aspects, how to be secure there. Our telcos tell you they have a number they can call you with when it has to do with mobile money or anything. See, trust me, if I were you, I would save that number. I think I don't want to be calling the MTNs and then the Airtels and things. But MTN have their number 0243 300,000, I think. Save that number on your phone. Save it as MTN customer care, or you can put a name. MTN people calling me. Put a name. Okay. If any call comes in and it's not that name, don't even entertain this person 1 second. As soon as you call, hello, Kwame, this is Kojo, I'm calling from MTN. Don't even say Kwasia, don't even say sorry, don't even say anything, just cut the person and drop it. Or these people are very kind. You give them 1 minute, before you know, they start saying things, you feel okay. It's only MTN people that know this information, so they are MTN. No.
Right.
Don't want to even entertain anything at all. Just don't even receive any call from them. So save that number, get that MTN short customer number that we call you with, and save it on your phone. So if any person calls you, even me, I work as an investigator, a cybercrime investigator. Actually, as soon as they call, I hear, I will drop it and then maybe write the number somewhere, maybe for further investigation. But then I won't even entertain you and try to insult you or anything. Okay. Then during this lockdown, and then after the lockdown was lifted, personally, I've noticed a trend in the kind of cases that come to my office, to the unit I work at. And most of them have been publication of obscene materials. That's what most people will call sextortion. Someone has your naked picture, then start asking for monies. And trust me, they don't ask for 500 Ghana cedis. They don't ask for 100 cedis. Okay. They start asking for 5,000, 10,000.
Wow.
They start asking for a huge sum of money. Okay. Huge sums of money for you to pay. See, it will frustrate you. People go borrowing money from banks to pay off all those people.
Wow.
That whole question is a story for another day. But trust me, okay, if you are out there and this kind of thing has happened to you, the cybercrime unit is always open. Walk to the CID headquarters, look for the cybercrime unit and lodge those kind of complaints. You don't have to pay 1 peso to any of those kind of. Okay? But talking about that, please be careful who you send your naked videos to. Okay, I know you, as youthful as we may be, out of the excitement, okay, he's there, I'm here, she's there, I'm here, let me send. Those things are going through the internet. Okay. WhatsApp will tell you end-to-end encryption. Okay, it has delivered here. They've only guaranteed it's coming the tunnel it took to get to yours. That phone might get lost. That phone, okay, you may delete it and then forget to clear it from your trash. Okay, you don't want to clear from trash. There are a whole lot of devices, software out there to restore, to recover them. So if I were you, if you want to see the thing, come and see it physically, touch it, see it, and go home.
That's right.
Don't let me send it. I know out of the excitement of the moment you want to do, but let's minimize it. And if you're able to do all these things, you're able to check the numbers that call us, you're able to know the kind of pictures and videos we send to people, the verified links, and then all these things. I think fair enough, we'll be safe.
Great stuff. Adams, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate this thing.
The time is very limited.
It's
so
fine.
You kind of have to pick a whole lot of things.
It's fine. We needed this for this time, more especially what is happening in our space. And I think this will come in handy to help us keep ourselves, if not 100% safe, at least some 90% there. You've gotten it for yourself, right? Charlie, thank you so much.
Welcome, bro. Anytime, bro.
Hey, look at that boy, huh?